Hello folks, I've built a team around Clod-Yu, the most famous fusion Pokemon. Chi-Yu and Clodsire have been combined to one. The ability Sponge of Ruin is a famous ability, combining Beads of Ruin and Water Absorb. And it's interesting, a fire type with water immunity sure is powerful potentially. And I'm going to go ahead and lead off with such a Pokemon. We're up against Decipiroar Hisui. And here's where things get tricky. Because of course a ground type attack is threatened, and this is where Clod, also known as Clod-Yu, can struggle. It's true, and we're going Star Growth to play around such a thing. Star Growth is a good switch out in this common line. I'm gonna go ahead and click Knockoff. We want to get rid of Boots and just ruin some of these Pokemon that are trying to defeat me. And I'm gonna click Flip Turn here. Draco Meteor. I in fact live that. Let's go. We're going to rejuvenate our health back with my ability Rejuvenate, which combines the effects of Natural Cure and Regenerator into one. And is considered by some players to be a controversial ability, but all I know is that it allows Clod-Yu a Stealth Rock avenue, which will of course be threatening Delibird Deliraidon for the remainder of the entire battle. And to that I say, woohoo. Now Tinkovish is here. It can't hit me with Vicious Rend. I'm impervious, so we're gonna go ahead and actually stack layers up. I'm gonna make as many spikes as I possibly can. I've lost my own boots, but you know, to that I say, you know, come again. We're gonna go Roto Gold here to block Rapid Spin. It's a pedestrian move by my opponent to play into my Roto Gold switch in. And here's where things get interesting, because I'm Volt switching out. Deliraidon might just be the only Rapid Spinner on their side, so with that to consider, I think that we're going to go to Iron Tornado, consume our booster energy, and sort of just go in for the victory. Here's a speed boost on this, and that appears to be Necrotic Dawnwings. Necrotrick Dawnwings, excuse me, knockoff here. Okay, you can live a knockoff. And Trick Room, actually. Trick Room. Well, in this event, I'm going to go actually out to Drampiclus, because Drampiclus has it's got an Assault Vest. Oh, whoops, I made a miscalculation here. And I am actually weak to Ghost. It was bad by me to go to Drampiclus here, but we do get our Berserk boost in this. We of course have Berserk and Regenerator combined into one ability, and now I have the Choice boost, and you are the one in trouble. Okay, so we got a few avenues to push here. I mean, one of them is, I'm wondering if, like, do you have anything that hits Iron Tornado for super effective damage? I'm thinking that maybe you don't. Decipiroar Hisui. Like, what do you have here? With respect to counterplay to my... Alright, that is Whimsy Sands hitting the field, who is consuming a booster energy for a speed boost. I have gotten an acrobatics boost in the books. My Todialecki is very speedy. My Todialecki is very fast, but will that be enough to bring this one home? We're gonna go to Roto Gold. Moonblast, I shrug that off with ease, and most savvy players will realize that I am actually a levitating Roto Gold. I have Good as Gold and what is it? Levitate combined into a single ability. Ceaseless Edge has been clicked, and I'm just gonna Volt Switch out against Samurai Eye. And frankly, I mean, Todialecki, hello? Todialecki is very speedy here, and it could be worth a Rapid Spin, to be honest. Yes, look at this, a Ceaseless Edge, and we just simply destroy all of these hazards and KO the enemy. And I'm thinking we're in good standing here. Now, an Earth Power, it has Stab on it. It's not quite powerful enough, but you're gonna fall to some layers here. You're falling to layers. The Whimsy Sands is falling to the layers. And Iron Tornado might just clean this one up handily. Tinkovish is here, and I've got Stab Close Combat on my side, and I think that that's pretty powerful. And folks, I think the Clod-Yu Spikes has got a decisive victory on its first game of all time. GG to the enemy. GG. And that's Clod-Yu. Many thought that he was unviable, but I'm proving otherwise with my genius level strategy here. And I'm thinking like we kind of want a choice scarfer somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know exactly where you fit a choice scarfer into the mix. It's tough, but we're gonna go again, and I'm the kind of player that queues many times with Jim's spikes. It's Gecko Gesso, who is probably a more experienced player than me, because he's got the plus sign next to his name over here, which means that he's a powerful player, I believe. He said, "Good luck, have fun in the chat room," and he knows all my tricks. He just spectated me. That's the effed up part about this. So I'm wondering, do you have anything to hit Clod-Yu on turn 1? It doesn't look like it, honestly. It does not look like it. And what is your rapid spinner? I'm not entirely sure. You got to knock off. You're gonna knock off my boots, but to what ends? And to what extent do you push the spikes, or do you lava? I'm gonna go for the spikes. I'm glad I did, because lava pluming into Garpyuku would not have been high value. And I don't think that Garpyuku, to be honest, has... Well, I don't think that it has rapid spin. So we're gonna go Drampiclus. I think it's a Drampiclus entry point. Earthquake is clicked, and I'll go with Future Sight here. Future Sight, I'm gonna click Knock Off, just to get rid of boots on something. And have you got a Dark type to switch in on this? So you got a Iron Pins hits the field, and Iron Pins is about to get knocked off. It's lost leftovers. So right here I think it's a clear star growth sort of entry point here. I think it's a pretty clear star growth situation. And that's regrettable, the fact that that has done a measly 21% against the special defense boosted Iron Pins. That's kind of crazy. Quark Surge. What a powerful concept. You get electric terrain for your own Quark Drive. I mean, that's quite a concept. Bramble Shower hits the field, and I'm hoping that we land a Scald Burn right here. That would be advantageous. It didn't come. Not today. Let's go for a flip turn right here to pivot out and keep up a bit of momentum going. It's Iron Meta hitting the field once again. And I could go to Clod-Yu and make even more layers of spikes, to be honest with you. And that could be smart of me. Or we could push our advantage with an offensive threat, and I think that could be even smarter. Because we have, in fact, Toady Aleki, electric terrain boosted, but you're clearly going to probably go to Garpyuku on my electric move threat. So I actually think that to pressure Garpyuku as much as possible, I want to make layers. I want to make more layers of not toxic spikes, regular old spikes from Clod-Yu. Clod-Yu just makes normal spikes, and normal spikes get big returns. Yes, they do. Nobody can tell me that they don't, because it's not true. It's not true at all. Iron Pins has returned to the field controversially. And I'm just going to recover in the face of Iron Pins and just make more layers. I mean, what's stopping Clod-Yu from pushing the advantage to an extent never before seen? Psycho Blade? I live Psycho Blade, and I shrug off Psycho Blade like it's nothing to me. Zing Zap is a pathetic attempt at counterplay, and Draco Meteor is gonna hop down, and oh, you got spikes on you? Interesting. How do we can threaten this with Toady Aleki here. Psyblade, Zing Zap, Spike. So I'm actually gonna... It's interesting. I'm gonna click Earth Power, I think, for super effective damage, and we could rapid spin at any point, of course, to get rid of this single layer of spikes. Clod-Yu is outliving its usefulness at this point. You've made all of your hazards. I mean, that is more than can be said of most Pokemon ever. So, but I'll click rapid spin here because there's a chance you go an Iron Meta, and I might as well like try to get something, some sort of value. You know, you'd be like Iron Meta could come in to try and counteract a Bramble Shower hit in the field, which is a similar sort of play. and Galvanic Relay is my ability. I'm not sure what's going on with all that, but we're going to Volt Switch, and that actually just KOs Bramble Shell. And folks, I'm feeling pretty good about my odds. Iron Tornado is sort of like the advantage pusher, because it gets the booster energy. But is it necessary? You could even go to a Clod-Yu interim play. I don't know though. I think actually, why not go to Star Growth? Because Star Growth can simply pivot against everything and just control the situation completely. We could just control the situation. So Iron Meta, Deoxys Speed is not as fast as you might expect, given the name. Only 372 max speed is not going to be faster than my... well, my everything. Toadie Alecki is hitting the field, much to the dismay of fans across the globe. And Toadie Alecki is a Pokemon that gets value every time. It's doing 45, which is, frankly, it's enough. 45 is enough, and I think that we're now actually forcing Iron Pins to exit, and then next time it hits the field, it is falling to this... all of these spikes and stuff, like all of these things that are happening to it. So Toadie Alecki is really pushing a bad position for Gecko Gesso here. I gotta admit it. Iron Legion hits the field, and Aqua Jet is possible. Aqua Jet is possible. I might even play around it, to be honest. Why not go to Clod-Yu? I mean, maybe Clod-Yu gets a little bit of extra value. Shadow Ball, that's totally fine. I'm realizing this has a speed boost, so... I think it's a Star Growth Leaf Storm sort of turn. Leaf Storm will KO this and just deal with the threat, and then Deoxys Speed hits the field, which is expected. And that has an Electric Seed. Alright. And I'm probably just gonna... we're gonna flip turn out to, I think, you could go Iron Tornado here and hit the knockoff, or you could go to Rotogold and hit the Shadow Ball. And I think probably Rotogold Shadow Ball is my play, because I got a high special attack stat. You're Carmining up. And can you outpace me with Recover? I don't know, you actually cannot. I deal more than you heal. So this is a 1v1 that is... even with Pressure Stall, which I think you do have Pressure, combined with another maneuver, I actually can continuously Shadow Ball right there to push my advantage as far as the eye can see. And do you maintain Rotogold? I mean, it could be good against the Garpuku. It's true, but you know what's good against Garpuku is Star Growth. So Rotogold may have outlived its usefulness, and so is Drampiclus, really. So I think that actually you sacrifice Drampiclus right there. And this is where Iron Tornado comes out and sort of just pushes the advantage to lethal levels. So Iron Tornado gonna take you out. Garpuku is... let me just refresh my memory on what the hell Garpuku even does, because it's a good question. Garpuku... Unaware it has. Unaware. So we want to... I think you just go straight to Star Growth and you click Leaf Storm, because that's super effective. You know. And the Iron Meta is forced in, it's taken spikes. And that's right. That's all right by me, personally. And it's interesting, isn't it? It is. It really is. Because I think you want to close combat this. There's a chance I'm throwing against that. And Garpuku is maybe a problem. I don't know. But I've got high attack here. I think that we're going to just close combat this. And Light Drive activates right there. Why does Light Drive activate precisely there, I wonder? That's quite intriguing. Is it not? Let's click Scold here. A bit of a mix-up. A little bit of a mix-up, you know? Never hurt anybody. Scold is gonna do some damage to this. And then we just simply click Leaf Storm and it's over right there. And that's a win against the Gecko Gesso. GG. I think I'm onto something with Clod-Yu spikes, but it feels pretty good. It's a simple idea. You just put Clod-Yu... I mean, what does Clod-Yu do? It makes hazards. It's got water immunity. It's pretty fun as well. And then do the math. What if you put a bunch of knockoff users with Regenerator and then some fast threats, like Toadie-Lucky and Iron Tornado, and you sort of just defeat them? It's simple, it's effective, and quite frankly, it's the best strategy anyone's ever thought of in Fusion Evolution metagame. Thank you for watching, folks, and I'll catch you later.